what we're going to do today, it's all going to be hands-on. We're going to break you guys eventually up in 2 groups. One group everybody will see everything, but one group will be out here working with me on the hands-on. The other group will be with Mike, looking at your guys' bright user screens and looking more at your guys' specific stuff. What we're going to go over out here is really generic. So what we're going to do today, kind of a little agenda. We're going to go over the learning stations and look at that a little bit, the equipment safety. We're just going to split you up basically into 2 teams, and we'll go from there. And then we have different breaks throughout the morning where I'm going to set up problems in the system. You guys are going to walk away, come back. We're going to look at the problems, look at how we're going to fix the problems, how we can identify the problems. And at the same time, we're going to be looking on your guys' current system, because there's some problems in that too right now. And it's, because of the construction, there's some remotes that are out of the ground, and just giving you guys an idea of what the system's going to look at different times. Right now there's some of the stuff's going out in the field is really unrealistic because, there's dump trucks driving over it, so they got the remotes physically out of the ground. But at the same time, there's some burnout remotes out there, there's some burnout lamps out there, so it's good to see in the existing system what it's going to look like. So really, today's just going to be really hands-on, and there's going to be a lot of little breaks here and there, so hopefully everybody's flexible with that. It'll be, we'll go through something, take about a 10-minute break, come back, look at a problem, take about a 5-minute break as I'm fixing that one and redoing the next one. So be patient with everything, and we'll get through everything. The hands-on learning station, the remote and circuit, we're going to go over to the bright remotes, look at those in more detail. We're going to go look at the in-pavement and elevated fixtures. Basically, we set up a dummy circuit over on the floor there, just as if it was out in the field. The elevated would be on the side, the in-pavements, but it's strictly an RGL circuit. We're not going to go over the stop bar circuit. These are only 1 fixtures, but when we're covering the elevated lights with the dual remotes, in our mind, we need to keep in mind that's what also is going to be the stop bar and the flashing yellow, those dual fixtures. Same principle, just a different fixture in the ground. We're also going to show you a neat little tablet PC that we're using now that we can actually pick up, take over, and look while you're out in the field. So it's something that we offer that's kind of a training / diagnostic tool for you. Some pretty neat stuff. And then we're just going to diagnose, troubleshoot, and repair different problems. This is just kind of an overview of what, from a circuit, high-level circuit. What we're going to do is you have your regulator. Right now we're coming off the RR circuit. We're just coming into the pole box there, and we're just splitting it. You have your master, which is the one master sitting on the ground over here. That's hooked to the tablet PC. Well, actually, how I have it is it's actually hooked to this computer here, and we're hooked wirelessly to the tablet PC, so I can walk around with that tablet PC and control it from anywhere really in the vault here. The master's hooked to the circuit we have here, and what we call this is called the SAS RGL circuit. So when we look at the fixture IDs, remote IDs, and all that stuff, it's all basic, SAS, pretty generic information. You can disregard this. This is just showing, you could split it into another system and all that, but we're not going to do that with this. The other station that is going to be more in the computer room, we're going to go over the HMI, learn more about Bright User, get into all the different windows, what Bright User does, what does when the little sensor remote is completely grayed out, what does that mean? Versus you can see the little light, but the light's black. There's different little things there that you'll need to know that each of them means a different thing. So we'll focus more in there with that. Again, we'll look at the Bright Master also. We have one torn apart back there. We're just going to look at it, look at the different components. We're not going to really be able to troubleshoot too much of that, because really we don't want to affect anything that you have going on in the field. And the other thing that we'll mention now is the master that we're using for our little demo setup is a little bit different. It's not a networked master. Now Mike covered it yesterday when he talked about a networked master. There's not an ACE board to network all these together. This is more of a standalone unit. So when we look at the unit in the back, that's what you guys actually have. So other than that little ACE board for networking, they're the same, but there is some differences. So we'll discuss that. So again, we'll be looking mainly really at your guys' system and getting more familiar with that. Want to cover safety. This is a live circuit in the back. Everybody's familiar with all the safety things. We'll be practicing all that proper safety precautions and everything. If anybody's feels unsafe or anything like that, we can stop and we'll look at it. But that is going to be a live circuit that is hooked up. I believe right now it's step 3.